The Armed Forces Special Powers Act, or the AFSPA, has been reimposed in specific parts of Manipur's valley regions almost 19 months into a deep-rooted ethnic conflict in the state. The Ministry of Home Affairs issued a notification placing 6 police station jurisdictions, namely Sekmai and Lamsang in Imphal West, Lamlai in Imphal East, Moirang in Bisnupur, Leimakong in Kangpokpi and Jiribam under the disturbed area status. This designation empowers the armed forces to use lethal force if deemed necessary against individuals violating the law and blocks prosecution of security personnel without central government approval. According to the ministry, the security situation in Manipur remains volatile with continued violent incidents in sensitive areas, specifically Bisnupur, Churachandpur, Imphal East, Kangpokpi, Imphal West and Jiribam. Authorities also note active involvement of insurgent groups in violent acts across these regions. The reimposition of a disturbed area status aims to enable coordinated security operations to manage the situation and curb insurgent activities. AFSPA was first applied across Manipur in 1980. However, after widespread protests following the killing of 32-year-old Thangja Manorma, the act was lifted from parts of Imphal in 2004. Since 2022, the disturbed areas designation had been gradually reduced, and as of April 2023, 19 police stations in Meitei majority valley regions were excluded. The Act, first enacted in 1958, grants the armed forces wide-ranging powers in regions labelled as disturbed. These powers include opening fire, potentially causing death against individuals acting unlawfully, arresting without warrants based on suspicion, and conducting searches without prior authorization. The Act also provides immunity to security personnel from prosecution unless approved by the central government. Originally introduced by the British in 1942 during the Quit India movement, but it remains active in parts of Nagaland, Manipur, Assam, Jammu and Kashmir, and Arunachal Pradesh. AFSPA has drawn strong criticism for the expansive powers it grants the armed forces, including the authority to open fire without prior warning. The Act requires that any detained suspects be handed over to the local police within 24 hours and mandates security forces to work alongside local administration. Despite these measures, critics argue the Act's oversight mechanisms are inadequate. In the year 2000, Manipur activist Erom Sharmila began a 16-year hunger strike against AFSPA, catalyzing calls for the Act's repeal. In 2004, the UPA government established the Justice Jeevan Reddy Committee to examine AFSPA. In its 2005 report, the committee recommended repealing the Act, labeling it a symbol of oppression. The Second Administrative Reforms Commission echoed this statement, and prominent figures such as former Home Secretary G.K. Pillai and former Home Minister P. Chidambaram have called for either repeal or amendment. Despite these efforts, opposition from the Defence Ministry has prevented reform. The Ministry of Home Affairs notification extends the disturbed area status for 6 months now, effective from the 1st of October. This designation can be renewed based on periodic reviews by the centre. The AFSPA's reimposition highlights the ongoing security challenges in Manipur amid ongoing debates over its necessity and calls for reform. AFSPA remains a contentious and polarizing aspect of India's approach to managing internal security.